Good morning, race fans, and welcome back to CXRL. It is finally time for the final race of the NASCAR, our championship series. The points are really close, so things are going to come down to this final race. It is race number 5 of the CXRL NASCAR Championship, and we're going to be at Homestead, Miami, at the Oval for 75 laps, and the grid positions are listed above. We have Ping starting on pole, second Cable, third Code, fourth GameStopper, fifth Cody, sixth Bagel, seven Coinsy, eighth Spools. For whatever reason, the usernames got a little bit messed up with that. We'll fix that coming the next race. So yeah, this is the final race of the NASCAR Championship and the second to last championship in the Spring 2021 Constructors Championship. So we're going to see drivers hopefully go all out and give us a great race tonight. So let's get it started. Starting things out with our formation lap, of course. We only had 4 drivers show up tonight, which is alright, but 3 in contention for the top 3 positions. On pole is going to be Ping, second GameStopper, third Bagel, fourth Coin. We do not have Coin's feed today, because of some account issues, but we have Ping's back, which is great, so we'll still have all 3 cars. Might be a little bit weird not seeing the Skittles car, but I'm pretty sure we will be just fine without it. For how small this race will be. They're coming around turns 3 and 4. Bagels, for whatever reason, way wide, nearly passing GameStopper on the formation lap. And we are coming down the front straight to start off our Homestead race here. And we are green at Homestead, Miami. GameStopper and Bagel getting a massive launch off the start. Or passing Pings. Pings didn't seem to be in the right gear. 3 wide into turn 1. Now 2 wide. GameStopper getting a massive lead already. He followed closely by Pings. Coin following Bagel. Well, what a first turn that was. Immediately 3 wide. Into turns 3 and 4 they go. Bagel swinging it a little bit wide. And it's going to go side by side with Coin. Coin makes the pass on Bagel into out of turn 4. Or Pings looking to make a move on GameStopper. It is very close here. Tries to go for the outside, but just doesn't have enough speed to hold the line. And they are just in line. Bagel having a much better run than Coin does. Gets past out of turn 2. Into turn 3 they go. It looks like they're side by side. Still side by side. And Bagel finally secures the pass. And Bagel's looking to make a move out of turn 4 on Pings. Already a crazy amount of action coming from Bagel. Bagel side by side with Pings. And makes the pass. What a first few laps of this race. And we're still in. They're still really close. Those Pings on the bumper. About half a car length behind Bagel. Coin looks to be slipping back. And GameStopper is slowly getting a lead. As the cars in the back start to battle. On to lap 5. All that action in just 1 lap. GameStopper is going to take a really low line, while Bagel seems to be doing some kind of slingshot maneuver to get a better launch out of the corner. And it's working because he's catching GameStopper. He's in that draft and woo, sends it a little bit too hard and is in the wall. Pings looks to be making a pass. Is Coin going to make a pass? Coin also gets past. Bagel lost a lot of speed into turns 3 and 4. Because he looks to have snapped the car a little bit. Looks like the back end got loose and he tried to save it and it just went up into the wall. Luckily no damage for him. Holy cow. This is some great racing. We have some pretty big gaps between each other as we can see from Bagel's point of view. Now it's all up to pure skill because everybody's out of each other's drafts. It's who can get into the next person's draft quick enough and launch themselves ahead. The drafts make a big difference. Not as much as a difference as they do in, say, Daytona, but you're still going to get a few extra miles an hour into these corner entries. And exits if you're still in the draft. Bagel, it looks to be making up a good bit of time, but it's so minuscule each lap, it's kind of hard to tell. And the order right now is Game Stopper, Pings, Coin, and Bagel. They will have 2 required pit stops to make before the end of this race for fuels and tires. And the pit lane is not open until lap 10. I should have probably gone over this before we started the race, but yeah, now you know. So after lap 10, the pit lane opens and people can start strategizing for what they're going to do with pits, because pits may be the underlying strategy that's going to help people either win or lose. People's gaps are pretty consistent here. Game Stopper holding a solid lead for a lot of this race so far. But it looks like Coin, Bagel, and Pings are starting to slowly bunch up. Bagel getting into the draft of Coin, and Coin getting into the draft of Pings, even just barely. Their gaps are still pretty huge, but we'll see what happens to that. Now look at them holding that inside line. Bagel seems to have a lot better exit than the drivers have. He's taking some other line that's allowing him to take a lot more speed, and it looks like Bagel is getting into the draft of Coin, even just slightly on the exits. And Coin is getting in the draft of Pings. That rearview mirror is probably not a good sight to see, as Coin is getting really close on Pings. Just on his bumper. And Bagel's going to start getting into the action too. And Bagel's going to send it on Coin on the outside. Bagel's going to get past Coin side by side, 2 wide. Bagel has the wider line, and Coin's going to nearly push him into the wall. Well, it looks like she went wide, and Bagel's going to secure the position. Yeah, it just looked like Coin went a little bit wide and had too much speed coming into the corner and just pushed Bagel out. Luckily, Bagel didn't get caught up in the wall. And look at this, Bagel is slowly gaining on Pings here. Look to see a move. He's going on for the inside. He secures the line. A little bit of banging doors side by side, and Bagel gets past. What a move. Gets a double overtake within 2 laps on these drivers. Great stuff there. We're really lucky Coin and Bagel didn't get involved with the wall there. Coin had way too much speed going into the corner, and the car just drifted wide. Coin getting onto the bumper of Pings. Possibly see some passing attempt here. She is definitely in the draft. And it looks like Bagel is just holding a little bit more speed through the corners and is going to slowly catch Game Stopper if he keeps up the pace that he has. Coin looking to make a move on Pings, slowly goes to the inside. Pings shuts the door, and Coin runs a bit wide on the exit. The new order is Game Stopper, Bagel, Pings, Coin. Coin not having such luck as she's had in the previous races here, well, previous championships here at CXRL. Really struggling on the ovals, it seems. And Bagel is catching up to Game Stopper. Game Stopper, after having a tremendous lead, is slowly losing it. And we have a lot of action to follow here. The battle between Coin and Pings, and Bagel slowly catching up to Game Stopper. Bagel sends it really wide into turn 4 and 3. And Coin looks to be making a move. Doesn't see an opportunity. It's really tough to pass in NASCAR. You just have to find the perfect opportunity. Bagel is getting even closer to Game Stopper little bit by little bit in the corners and down the straight. He's holding just a little bit more speed, and that's allowing him to catch up. I don't know who we should really focus on here, because this is going to be some great racing, hopefully. And Bagel sending it. Bagel sending it on the inside, gets past Game Stopper, out of turn 4, And he's passed. He's secured first position. Great move by Bagel. Just took the inside line while GameStopper went wide. I'm wondering if GameStopper gave up the position or wanted or didn't want that. It's a good question. Now, what are we going to see GameStopper possibly come back, or is Bagel going to try and lead this race? Still, the pit window has opened, actually 7 laps ago. So we'll probably see some kind of pit strategy. The laps go by so quickly on this track. It's ridiculous. Still 2 pit stops required, so we'll probably see some pit strategies open up. Undercutting, overcutting, depending on the pace of these drivers. And GameStopper is sending it on the inside while Bagel took a really wide line into turns 1 and 2. GameStopper on the bumper of Bagel. Into turns 3 and 4 they go. GameStopper down low. Bagel's forced up high. GameStopper's getting a little bit of a slower run out of the corner. And they're side by side down the main straight. And Bagel gets by. Just a slightly better exit. And GameStopper sends it on the inside. Bagel has to go wide and slow down a lot more, which means GameStopper's going to secure the position. At the same time, Pings and Coin are slightly battling it out. It looks like Coin was looking down the inside, but just couldn't get by. GameStopper and Bagel more battling it out, and it's Bagel going to go on the inside. Doesn't have enough speed to make the move. On to lap 20. None of these drivers are fading off of each other. Pings is making a lot of time up on Bagel. What the hell happened to the leaders with them battling? Coin and Pings were actually able to catch up. Slowly but surely the bump drafting is helping Coins and Pings. And Bagel onto the inside. Is he going to make a move? Is going to have enough to out of turn 4. They're going to be side by side, and GameStopper gets the better run. Coin and Pings side by side. Coin on the outside. Pings goes deep. Low. Oh, Bagel is fighting with GameStopper. Bagel gets the better run out of the corner and gets past GameStopper, or they're side by side. It's so close and hard to tell. Oh. Coin looking to make a move on Pings, but doesn't have enough momentum on the inside. GameStopper and Bagel are side by side down the main straight, battling back and forth. This is some really great stuff from the two of them. See, GameStopper's making up a slight amount of time and goes for the inside and gets past Bagel again. Another lead change, secures the position. And Pings is having a run on Bagel. Bagel had a terrible run out of turn 2. And Pings is going to get a pass into turn 3. Bagel forced wide and looking to make a move. Pings is now on GameStopper, but Bagel gets a massive run out of turn 4 and passes Pings and nearly GameStopper 3 wide into turn 1. Coin looking to make a move on Pings. Pings had to back out of there. Bagel and GameStopper now back in the lead, fighting for position. Goodness gracious, what a battle. GameStopper on the inside of Bagel. Bagel still holding off position. This is some incredible racing. I think some of the most close racing we've seen so far. GameStopper looking to make an inside move. Doesn't seem to have enough pace. Coin right on the bumper of Pings into the corner, but not going to have enough pace to make a move. Cars are slowly starting to lose their tires, which means they're going to lose a lot of time. I'm into these corners. Bagel is starting to rocket away, and Coin gets a better launch out of turn 4 and is trying to make a move on Pings, but there doesn't seem to be enough room. No, they're side by side. Coin sending up the bumper, or trying to make a pass. Coin on the outside. Doesn't seem to be enough, but in the back straightaway we'll see Pings is forced down low. And Pings and Coin are making a lot of time. Coin goes wide, and it looks like GameStopper and Bagel dive into the pits as Coins and Pings are still battling it out on track. Coin secures the position and takes the lead of the race, while Pings slots into second position. Holy crap. Okay, so Bagel and GameStopper have dove into the pits pretty early here. while Coin and Pings stayed out. Coin and Pings could have pitted there if they wanted to stay with the pack, but it looks like they're going to stay out. And Coin, GameStopper and Bagel out of the pits. Are they going to have enough pace to not get lapped by Coin and Pings? Looks like it's going to be close. The new positions are Coin, Pings, Bagel, and GameStopper. Coin made a massive mistake into turn 2, and Pings might be able to look for a move coming out of... Nah, it doesn't seem to be enough. He didn't get the turn in on the turn 3. So we'll see what Pings is able to do to line up a move, possibly on Coin. Now, Coin and Pings are still staying out. Some incredible racing. This is really close. I think this is the closest racing we've seen since Daytona. GameStopper and Bagel still holding on, while Coin and Pings can see them ahead of them. Kind of funny. GameStopper getting a massive run out of turn 4 into turn 1 side by side with Bagel, takes the position from Bagel on the inside. It looks like Bagel made a mistake, because that was a massive amount of speed that GameStopper was able to hold through that corner and through the straight compared to Bagel. Some great racing. This is what you love to see. Now Coin and Pings still holding on to their positions, remaining out of the pits. It does look like Coin and Pings are making up a little bit of time, a 10th per lap it looks, on the cars behind. Bagel getting a massive lead out of that corner compared to GameStopper. Looks to be trying to find a move to get past, but doesn't seem to have it available. And they're going to have a run for it down the main straight. GameStop are going to be able to hold Bagel off. It looks like for now he is. Bagel just holding a little bit more speed through the corners. Is going to get the run down the back straight. Is he going to get past GameStopper? Nope, holds back a little bit. Has a lot more pace around the outside. GameStopper on down low. Bagel, and they are side by side down the back straight, but Bagel gets a massive amount of speed over GameStopper. Into turn 1, they're side by side. It looks like Bagel is on the outside, getting forced a little bit wide. GameStopper, they're back and forth. They're so close right now. They're literally neck and neck down the back straight. Bagel gets forced into the wall a little bit, and GameStopper gets by. Bagel loses pace, while Coin and Pings are... Holy cow, Bagel gets another massive launch out of turn 4. His exit speed is insane. And GameStopper's still going to get by holding that middle line, but Bagel is really down low. It looks like GameStopper is continuing to defend for his position. All this battling is slowing them down, in fact, and is allowing Coin and Pings to catch up even more. And Bagel, down low, just so close to the car on the outside. It looks like to be securing the position. No. Side by side, they are down the front straight. Into turn 1. GameStopper ahead. Bagel on the low side. Who's going to get the better run out of the corner? Looks like they are just neck and neck. They're really close. Bagel slots in behind GameStopper. Into turn 3 they go. Bagel runs really wide. Nearly touches the corner. And GameStopper is starting to get a massive lead. Coin and Pings are slowly catching up. That is not good. Bagel hits the wall. Coin and Pings could possibly lap. The car is behind now. Coin is getting a massive run, nearly catching Bagel here out of turn 2. But still note, Coin and Pings still have to pit. Bagel on the inside of GameStopper. Sends it into turn 3 and 4. Looks to be securing the position on the exit. And holds it. Coin dives into the pits with Pings. Now, is this overcut strategy from Pings and Coins going to be enough to hold off these battling beasts. GameStopper on the low side, Bagel up high. Let's see how they get out of this corner on the front straight. Bagel has just more momentum out of the corner. It's carrying him so much quicker through the straightaway. GameStopper is on the low side though, and Pings and Coin are getting out of the pits. It's going to be really close. And it looks like the overcut strategy worked. What a strategy from Coin and Pings. The new race leader is now Pings, and then second Coin, third Bagel, and fourth GameStopper, who looks to be fading ever so slightly from Bagel. It looks like he dropped out of the draft and is slowly losing time. What a turn of events this has been. GameStopper, who's been really strong on the ovals, is fading from the pack. Now these positions are all important. Pings doesn't have a high chance of hitting up into the points of the championship because he missed a few races, but that's okay. If he races and finishes first today, he's going to get a solid amount of Constructors' Champion points. It's actually quite important. And Bagel is flying. He's slowly catching up to Coin every single lap as we go here to lap 39. Coin nearly brushing the wall there. Ping's holding a substantial lead. We still have one round of pit stops to go. So depending on... this last round is going to depend all on the pit stops and the paces of the drivers. Some great racing all around. Honestly, surprisingly little amount of contact compared to what we had at Indy. Well, I mean, we had a safety car on Indy because of a crash. But so far, a pretty clean race. Drivers giving each other room. And the gaps between the drivers are just gaining. Except between the one between Bagel and Coin, where Bagel is just taking a little bit more speed every corner and catching Coin. He's got to really look out for that as we go into lap 41 out of 76. Unlike the Fallout 76 game, this race has actually been great. And no one has died yet. That was a really bad reference. You can... yeah, I'm gonna let myself out on that one. Oh. Man, it was intense watching those first few laps. Especially before the first set of pits. There's so many lead changes. Pings bounces off the wall there at a turn 2. Looks like he lost a good bit of time. There's still a lot of distance that makes up between Coin and Pings. Now Bagel seems to have stopped gaining on Coin all that much. Not exactly sure what's happened, maybe a few mistakes. But the gaps are still slowly thinning. Now I found that this is the perfect time to plug the Discord. So if you are interested in racing with CXRL, ignore that! Bagel gets a massive amount of speed out of turn 4 compared to Coin and goes on the inside into turn 1. Coin not giving up the position, fighting on the position for the outside. And I think they're side by side, but Bagel's going to have the much better run out of turn 2, who Coin gives up the position. As soon as I thought I had a moment to talk, to breathe, there's still more action. I think Coin may have brushed with the wall out of turn 4 which caused her to lose so much speed. Goodness gracious. Coin down low, trying to see if there's anything she can do to get past Bagel at this point. What a move from Bagel. New positions are Pings in first, second, Bagel, third, Coin, and fourth, Game Stopper. This is some great racing all around. Bagel is slowly catching up to Pings. Looks like Bagel is just able to hold way more speed than anyone else is here around these corners. Just found the perfect groove to get his car into. And is taking it. Coin backing off from Bagel. What a turn of events. Bagel caught up to Coin so quickly. It's like that little mistake will cost you a whole race, basically. Now that it looks like we're at a calm moment, now I'm going to talk about our Discord. If you are interested in racing with us, come join us in our CXRL Discord server. We're an Xbox One mainly based, but PC's also welcome. Racing community for Forza. We also race on a bunch of other stuff for fun on Friday nights. Come check us out in the description below. Oh. And yeah. Bagel getting a massive run on Pings. It looks like that run came from turn 3 and they're side by side into turn 1. And Bagel just had a much more speed into turn 3 than Pings did have. It looks like Bagel wasn't able to secure the position. Had a really bad run out of turn 2, but gets all that time back up into turn 3. And the exit of turn 4 doesn't look to make up that much, but he's in the draft and is going to get a lot more speed. Pings is going to have to defend here. We're on lap 50 out of 76. Bagel going down low and a little bit of contact. Pings is forced wide. Oh, wrong camera, sorry. And Bagel gets past. I accidentally clicked on the wrong camera there. I apologize for that. Bagel has now taken the lead of this race. Bagel in first, second is Pings, third is Coin, and fourth is Game Stopper, who is slowly faded away without the draft helping him in the straightaways. What a race this has been. Game Stopper into the pits for a really early pit strategy. See if that benefits him in the long run. Now we're kind of just waiting for the pit strategies. Bagel dives into the pits. Coin stays out. Pings stays out. Game Stopper on the exit of the pits gets lapped by Pings. Same with Coin. So Game Stopper has now been lapped by the lead cars, but the lead cars still need to pit. Bagel with the early pit stop strategy is very interesting, actually. Wondering if Pings and Coin are going to be able to do the overcut again. But I highly doubt it with the kind of pace that Bagel's been holding this entire race. Now the grid is all over the place. So the positions are Pings for first, second Coin, third Bagel, and fourth Game Stopper. Still plenty of race to go. Some incredible driving all around. Really, really thankful we do not have anyone in the wall. No major incidents. And you know what? Bagel actually pitted after the pit window opened, so did not receive a penalty like Indy. Good on Bagel. Pings and Coin are still going to have to pit onto lap 55. Actually, 56. Wait, what? Hold on. Bagel's on lap 56, but Pings is on lap 55. Oh, is that a 4? Hold on. Yeah, it's a 4. It looks like a 56 when I have it all in the widescreen mode. Okay. Now we are on to lap 56. Coin dives into the pits. I don't know why I say doves. That's a weird speech thing I need to get rid of. Coin dives into the pits while Ping stays out. Everybody now has completed their final pit stops for the race. So now they're all going to have to go on to finish the race with these tires and fuel. So GameStopper with the really early pit, is he going to be able to have enough fuel? Fuel lasts about 35 laps, so he'll most likely be okay. And Coin getting out of the pits. Bagel makes up a position and slots himself into second. Oh wait, I take back what I said about everybody finishing their pits. Ping still has not stopped. So Bagel holding second place, Coin in third behind, while Pings is gaining on them, about to lap him. Looks like GameStopper got a little bit into the wall of the exit of turn 4. Even if he does finish last this race, he's still going to score a significant amount of points because last is giving 4th position place points. So he's still scoring a solid amount of points, the constructors, and for this championship. And he is fighting for the championship here with Coin and Bagel. So depending on how that goes, is really going to determine how GameStopper ends out. Ping still has to pit. But other than that, Coin, Bagel, and GameStopper have already pitted. They'll be able to stay out on track. Pings has a massive lead, about a whole track length now, and Pings dives into the pits. GameStopper into the wall again. Looks like he's not handling those tires too well. We go look at that. Fresh tires, they do feel a lot different. Looks like he's trying to experiment with lines to try and see if he can catch up. Bagel scrapes into the wall. Coin is gaining. Coin is side by side down the front straight. Ping's getting out of the pits. This might mean everything right here. Lap 60. Coin secures second position while Bagel in third. And Pings is still in first with a massive lead after coming out of the pits. That's crazy. Now the new order is Pings, Coin, Bagel, and GameStopper. Now we could probably expect Coin to start fading from Bagel really fast because Bagel is holding so much speed to this straight, taking a much different line than a lot of the drivers are. As I say that, Bagel's holding a lot more speed onto the back straight. Into turn 3 they go. Is he going to make a move? He's a little bit far away. He's going to hold the inside, pushes Coin wide, and Coin goes into the barrier. That was really close to call. I'm not sure if Bagel pushed her or she just couldn't hold that line anymore. Holding too much speed. We'll have the race stewards look at that. Now Bagel has secured second position and Coin has gone back to third. Pings again with a massive lead. As we're slowly rounding out this race. I think this has been the most lead changes we've ever had for a race here at CXRL. We'll have to count them. Somebody in the comments could count how many times the lead has changed. That would be appreciated. Man, it's been a lot. Been a lot of passes, a lot of lead changes, but now it looks like Pings is sitting very comfortably where he is. What a race from everybody here. GameStopper tapping the wall at a turn 4. This does not seem to be his race like Daytona was. He got a great start to the championship at Daytona, finishing first, but having a really fierce battle with Code towards the end. We have nearly 10 to go left of this Homestead race. Well, oval racing is an art. Few can perfect it. It is crazy when it goes right and crazy when it goes wrong. We all love to watch the wrong combinations, but it's quite beautiful when oval racing goes right. Point looks to be sending it up on the inside on Bagel, but cannot hold the amount of speed that she was needing there to get past. Everybody's tires looking kind of grim, but there's not much race left to go. As we have 10 to go, that rhymed. I mean, it was literally the same word, but we're going to ignore that completely and think I'm smart. It's all kind of settled down. The only thing that can really happen here is that if there's a crash or Coin catches the Bagel, but it does not look like that's going to be the case. Looks like Coin is only able to hold on to Bagel with the draft in the straightaways. Coin looks to have just tapped the wall back there. Pushing a little too hard and getting way too wide. This is a great race. And yeah, that looked like Coin was in the wall back there. Lost a lot more time. Race is slowly coming to an end. Drivers just want to bring her home. Ping's holding first position, second to Bagel, and third to Coin, and fourth to GameStopper. Pings is probably worried about Bagel catching up, but there's so much track and so little race left. I don't think Bagel is going to have enough pace to pass Pings by the end of this race. Lap 70 out of 76. Really calm down now. It's great for commentating because my voice is gone. This was a stupendous race for the low turnout, but high action racing. As we have 5 laps left to go. Ping's still holding a very sturdy lead, but is slowly losing it. Bagel pulling away from Coin, but slowly reeling in Pings, it looks really, really slowly. And there's only so much time you can make up per lap. GameStopper sadly fallen behind with no draft and no one to battle with. His pace has dropped off significantly. Which, if Coin finishes second, then his championship he will finish second. But at this rate, he's looking to still win the NASCAR championship. We have 3 laps to go. Everybody just needs to keep it on the track and not DNF. Some great stuff from everyone here. I've said that already, but really, great racing. 2 left to go. Just really start playing the final countdown here, but I'm afraid we would get copyrighted. Final 2 laps. $75 out of 76. Ping's still holding a strong lead. Bagel in second, third is Coin, and fourth, Game Stopper. As we prepare to see the white flag for Pings, he's coming out of turns 3 and 4. The white flag has been shown. We're on to the final lap of the NASCAR Homestead Championship race. And it looks like Pings is going to come home for a pole position. Ooh, sorry about the footage there. And Pings is going to win the Homestead NASCAR race and finishes first, second Bagel, third Coin, and fourth Game Stopper. What a great championship season this has been. Some great racing. Holy cow, alright. Let's move on to the results. Championship Race 5 results with a best lap of 30.6 seconds. It's going to be first Pings, second Bagel, third Coin, fourth Game Stopper. The best lap of the entire grid was Bagel by, wow, 8,000 of a second faster than Coin. And now we have the final championship leaderboard on the right. Game Stopper is the champion of the NASCAR CXRL championship, winning with 79 points. Coin coming in second with 73, Bagel in third, fourth Pings, and fifth Code. And on to the Constructors Championship. Coin did overtake Game Stopper in the Constructors Championship points, but the points are still really close, as you can see. And that concludes the NASCAR Championship Series, CXRL. Our next championship series is our BRZ Championship Series, which signups are open and they'll be closing next week. So stay tuned for some more awesome racing. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next week for another CXRL Championship race. Thank you all for joining us, and goodbye.